Here's the light side of YouTube, side of education and long-term thinking. You've got to the lecture about productivity. 3 biggest lessons I've got in 1.5 year of making stuff online by becoming 4x more productive. I'm not joking. Give me your full attention and promise to not go to the comments or scroll to search for another video while I'm starting with this story. Question pops up, like, what's actually productivity? I asked this question too 2 years ago in 2023 when I started Chess Channel, doing AI automated stuff, doing cartoonish animations, and think that I'm gonna make money by monetizing it, by getting views. And I've been doing that for a whole summer. Like, I've been sitting deliberately every single day for 2 hours, and I've been trying to do some edits. I've been trying to write a script. How much videos would you expect me to get done? Like in 2 months? Like 10? 20? 5. 5 fucking videos in 2 months of making deliberately every single day. I didn't think much of it until I looked up for someone's productive day. That's their productive day. Bro, that's their one day. That moment, I'm like, yo bro, I'm not doing that anymore in my life. There's definitely something wrong with me. That's why I switched to talking head, to one-on-one conversation with you. And that's not only the point. Dudes that you see in the internet, on YouTube, their work day is less than yours. Yet, they make 2 or 3 times more. There are tears coming up. But they do 2 things differently. First of all, they approach productivity another way. And goals are dead. If you set goals, do it in the right way, and it's actually not goals, but systems. First of all, productivity is not only about getting things done. It's not only about doing as much as possible. Have you seen those to-do lists when you like write down anything you want? Like anything just to fill up the list. You know, take up your trash, go get some groceries or whatever. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. Like, real productivity is about being efficient. You have some time allocated per day. When you have your life going on, like school, like studies, like job, like family, relationships, relaxing time, and you have that little block, or not a little block, when it's just for yourself. You need to fill it up with work. You don't even have to find more time. You just have to squeeze the work at that time. It's not nothing but just being efficient, working less but getting more. That's when you're actually becoming productive. It's not a mindless approach when you just have to get something done. You know, everyone thinks about productivity that way, but it's wrong. You know, if everyone thinks that, why don't everyone get results? You have to work smart. That would be the 3rd lesson. But you have to understand what productivity actually means. Getting as much done per your units of time. And when you're doing that, you don't need to set goals. Goals are supposed to be something about external, something about the result, the status, the numbers, like views I get, money I'll make, like the sales calls I've closed. But what's wrong with it? You don't control those outputs. You don't control them. Like, you can make 100 videos, but no one guarantees 100k views. No one guarantees that you're gonna make $3,542 by the end of this year. Yet we all set those goals, and we're not achieving them. We're getting upset. We're losing momentum, and we start a new year with setting even more ambitious goals. But then we're not setting them, and we're like completely down because there's 2 years of basically not making it. Focus on inputs, just how much you're getting done. Like, that's a lot better to look at it because you control it now. You can put a moderately achievable goal that you're gonna set every single day, and you're gonna achieve it every single day. So you're getting that momentum like constantly, all the time. Beauty of it is productivity works like that. When you just focus on your inputs, results will just come when you're not looking at them. That's why you're creating systems. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a content creator, and you want to be more productive, you don't need to set goals like, I'm gonna get 4 times more productive. Although it's like motivating, we need to be more specific here. You just write down on a paper, I'm gonna do deep work every single day in the morning for 1.5 hours, 5 days a week. Pretty achievable if you just woke up earlier or if you clear out your morning. That's it. And you go the same way with every single goal you have. Be more specific and focus on inputs. But you will struggle with procrastination because you don't know how to always beat procrastination. As I've been learning, I realized that it's super easy actually. Little story. There was a 3-day run when I was hiking to 4,500 meter peak. I was snowboarding literally the next day, and I was ice climbing literally the next day, back to back. Nothing much spectacular, but that's not the point. Those 3 days were super draining. My legs are basically done. I've fallen off this fucking ice wall. I'm coming home. I'm laying like a dead body, bro. Waking up at 10 a.m. when my usual schedule is something like 7. What's interesting, everyone on this planet will set a rest day, right? But you know what's sad? Successful entrepreneurs and usual people aside, they fucking work every single day. Like, they don't care if they're tired, if they're exhausted. That's the same situation. Just woken up. I'm feeling absolutely terrible, but I've recorded 2 videos, like right off the bed. And it's not that easy for me. Went to the gym, passed all of my exams. It's someone's week worth of work. But here I am doing that in 1 day. And listen, this is the simplest tool I found if you want to procrastinate, if you're not feeling like it. These are the simplest tools when it comes up to procrastination. Get into flow all the time. break the pie and use 5-minute rule. We're gonna paraphrase. Procrastination is the art of not starting. So if you just get to start the thing, you basically beat procrastination. You can do that all the time. If you just break the pie, like there's a task in front of you. But what you actually need to do right now, pull out your laptop, get the mic from the drawer. I don't know, turn on the lights, sit down, like look at your script. I've just broken down what I did to start this video. It's not hard. I don't think about the process of making 20 or 30-minute video. I'm just talking about pulling out my mic. If you break down task by logical steps, you'll almost feel stupid to not do that, right? Because it's not hard. And if you still feel friction, you're physically exhausted, you don't want to do it, you're not mentally prepared, just use 5-minute rule. Put a timer on 5 minutes and force yourself to work. That's as simple as that, bro. I'm gonna tell it, in 99% of cases, if you've been working for 5 minutes, you're gonna continue working. Not a single person on earth did like work for 5 minutes. He put himself in an environment and he just stopped working. This is a literal cheat code. Why we're doing all of that? Because we need to get into flow. When you're in a flow state, when you lose the sense of time and you completely drowned in one task, you're not procrastinating, bro. You're just flowing. Like the sense of the word tells it all. With 1 year of waking up every single day, trying to be productive, like that's the easiest step I can give you. You always think about flow. If you always consciously get into the work, use 5-minute rule, you break the pie. It's not hard. You'll forget about procrastination because it's literally approachable to any single day, to any single task you have to do. You just have to think logically. What is it? What is it the next step? Just sit down for 5 minutes and see if you want it or not. And it won't work with the last step. What is it to actually work smart? Have a 1.5 hour limit of work. Do only deep work and you have to chunk. First of all, summer 2024. 1 year passed by from my chess channel and stuff. Now I'm recording these videos. I'm basically free all day. I'm just shooting those videos. I'm just scripting. I'm just making new products and stuff. So I'm working like 6 to 7 hours a day. I'm thinking I'm super productive. Like I'm shooting videos, like I'm editing them pretty quickly. I'm like uploading them all the time. I'm having a blast basically. It was all for my ego. When the summer ended, I'm like looking behind. Like I've been working really hard. But what did I actually get on the paper? Nothing. No results. Idiot. Just worked all day for my ego. That's what everyone does and thinks they're productive when they're doing the wrong work. Productivity, all those tactics, secrets will be nothing if you don't know how to work smart. If you don't approach it deeply, if you don't do the main thing. Like I've just burned my summer. I've done so much things. I made my first school community, sales page, landing page, first course, almost made a second course. Made all those videos. Those weren't fucking essentials. I needed to get traffic. Didn't get no traffic. But I was working on my course that I don't even put in the link below right now because I know it's bullshit. That's when you realize you work for ego, not for results. A lot of people do that, bro. A lot of people. Your peers will work just for the sake of working, just to let others know that they're productive. Just to let them know that they're busy. Your work day should be limited to just 2 hours a day. You're just an idiot if you work for 6 hours. Like, let's be real. Content creation, online business sphere is not that hard. What are you gonna do for 6 hours, bro? You just have to shoot videos. You just have to educate yourself on your topic. Like there's nothing more to do. If you want to think about products and stuff, just get views. Just get consistent views. Get your first audience. I'm on this phase, so I don't have to do much, but just make more videos, get more eyeballs to my product. So that's a lot smarter if you just execute for 2 hours. If you shoot those videos, if you edit your videos, but the rest of the day, like 16 or 14 hours, you're just relaxing. You're just learning. You're preparing yourself for the next day. That's what I call work smart, not hard. When you're doing the essentials, it's automatically deep work. Deep work is when you're doing basically that one task that moves the needle. Everyone knows it. Because when you're approaching it, you feel like it's hard. You cannot just do it right away. You need to prepare for it. You need to mentally think about it, then come up with your full energy. You didn't scroll, you didn't watch your phone, you didn't eat, and then you can execute it. That's when you understand it's deep work. Shallow work won't give you results. Like I'm sure about it. Execute the most important shit. You're free for the rest of the day. You can do shallow work. You can learn. You can relax. The main point is that you will reach the point when everyone will call you unemployed. Like that's the sweetest spot when you understand that you're getting results, you're getting views, you're getting your first clients, but you're working less than ever. Everyone thinks you're just not working, but what a surprise will be when you show them the check on $1,000 online in one day, in one click. That's the beauty, bro. That's the power. Because you need to understand that productivity was never about time. Productivity was never about sitting more, but it's about the result you get. It's about quality. You know those hustlers when they just sit down, open a laptop and just look for websites. When they're just trying to do some cold outreach or they're looking for the dropshipping websites, looking for products. It's brain rot. It's brain rot, bro. They're no more different than TikTokers. Just get your main shit done. Just break the pie. Get into flow every single day. Goals are dead. You know about that. You need to set systems. And actual productivity is not about time. Click on the link below. Book a free call with me if you want to 2x or 3x your productivity in 28 days.